Are you looking for a complete beginner's guide on the Ethereum network in 2025? Well, in this video, we will cover everything from setting up an Ethereum wallet, using a decentralized exchange to swap Ethereum tokens, trading NFTs on leading marketplaces, finding those popular and new meme coins, as well as passive income opportunities and so much more. So before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and let's dive straight into it. And to begin with, my friends, in this video, we're going to break it down in a few stages. So starting off with stage one, if you're a beginner to the Ethereum network, the first thing that you're going to need is an Ethereum compatible wallet. And the most popular choices seem to be MetaMask and Trust Wallet. And therefore, if you already have one of these wallets, you can skip the first step. However, if you don't have one of these guys, you're going to need to have yourself a setup wallet, because you're going to need to have some ETH tokens of which you can use on the Ethereum network. So you can see here that I've already got a MetaMask wallet set up. You can see the Ethereum network, and you can see some ETH tokens as well as some other ecosystem tokens. But for those who haven't got a wallet whatsoever, you're going to need to choose one of the following: either MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Phantom, or any other ETH compatible wallet. Once you've got that set up and you haven't got any ETH tokens, next you want to head over to the receive section, of which you can then receive tokens directly to the wallet address you can see right here. So for example, you're going to see my crypto.com centralized exchange pop up in a second. That is going to be my centralized exchange of use. Once you're in, you're then going to head over to your Ethereum tokens over on your centralized exchange. If you've got ETH tokens on your exchange of which you want to withdraw into your wallet, all you're going to do is head over to the Ethereum token. As you can see, we've got £12.36 in ETH tokens. And all I would do is hit that withdraw button. Next, I'm going to choose an external wallet. And now all you would either do is either A, copy and paste that wallet address that you can see on MetaMask, or B, you can head up into the plus icon of your centralized exchange, and we're now going to add a new wallet address. And if you check the wallet address option, all you're going to do is select the little barcode, and you're going to see the camera pop up, and we can straight away copy and paste the wallet address. All you would need to do is fill in all the details and send off your ETH tokens just like that. Once that's sent off, guys, you're going to see your tokens directly deposited into your wallet, and therefore you'll be able to continue on the Ethereum mainnet and then bridge, swap, and do whatever you want. So that's option one, to get tokens into your wallet. Option B would be to use the on and on ramp option, of which you can use directly in your wallet. So for example, MetaMask has this buy and sell option here, of which you can buy cryptocurrencies directly into your wallet without having to use a centralized exchange whatsoever. The choice is entirely up to you. If you want a full tutorial, guys, we have a full tutorial on MetaMask, which will provide you with a step-by-step guide on how to set up a MetaMask wallet, how to use it to swap, how to bridge, how to deposit, how to withdraw, and everything that you need to know. Moving on to stage two of this video, that is the wallet section. Next up, guys, we're going to be focusing on how to swap tokens. And assuming that you have tokens in your wallet, my friends, we're now going to head over to a decentralized exchange. And the most popular place to swap on the Ethereum network is the leading decentralized exchange in the entirety of Web3, known as Uniswap. Now, this is option one, guys, but the second option we're going to show you is also very convenient. But you will also find that this is a fantastic place to swap tokens, because they will have all the tokens that you are looking for, because everyone is generally providing liquidity on the Uniswap decentralized exchange. So once you're here, guys, you want to get yourselves logged in, of which you can see I'm going to use my MetaMask wallet. Once you're in, guys, you're going to see that we've got our ETH tokens that pop up. But once you're here, guys, you can also see that we've got many networks that you can use on the Uniswap decentralized exchange. And if you search up top, you're going to see Ethereum, Unichain, Base, Arbitrum, X, Y, and Z, all of which are compatible with the Ethereum network. But our main focus is the Ethereum mainnet. And as you can see, guys, these are all the tokens that I have on the ETH mainnet. If, for example, I wanted to sell my ETH tokens, which you can see up top, down below is the token that we want to buy into. So for example, guys, if I wanted to buy Chainlink, Ondo, Pepe, any of the tokens in my wallet, or if I scroll down and find any other token available on the verified list, I can do so. If, for example, I had a token which I just found over on CoinMarketCap, which if you were to choose a token, my friends, for example, I scrolled down and I wanted to choose, I don't know, the Aave token, I would head over to Aave, I would then scroll down, I would then get this little wallet address, which you can see here. I can then take that back over to Uniswap. All I would do is paste it in the search bar, and you're going to see Aave appear. That's how you would very simply get a token if you were to find one elsewhere. But let's just say I wanted to get myself some extra Chainlink or Ondo tokens. I'm just going to very simply swap an amount. It could be, I don't know, any amount that you like. Let's just say we swap a small amount, roughly $30. We're going to get around 28 Ondo. You would just review it. And once you're ready, you'd hit that swap button and you will see your ETH tokens swap from ETH obviously into another token, which would be the token you're swapping into. And in my case, that is Ondo. So we can see now in the top right corner, we're swapping ETH to Ondo. Very simple. It's going to take a few seconds, maybe up to 2 minutes max. Just be patient and you'll see your token swap, and I'll show you that in just a second. Boom. Now if we head up into MetaMask, we can see that we've got extra Ondo tokens, 113. If it doesn't appear in your wallet by any chance, guys, all you need to do is very simply head up into this little 3 dots in the section of your wallet. You're going to import tokens and then just paste the wallet address, or very simply search for the token, which you can see if I type in Ondo, it comes up straight away. That's how you do it. Very simple, guys, and if you ever wanted to sell your tokens, you just hit that reverse button, make sure the token that you're selling is up top, which is going to be Ondo for our case, and then you just choose an amount you want to sell. If it was the entire amount, you would just select the amount and boom, you swap it if you wanted to sell your tokens. I personally don't want to, guys, but that's exactly how you do it. That's step 1 of swapping on Uniswap, guys. If you wanted another alternative option, like I said, the most convenient option will probably be directly through your wallet. But personally, guys, I don't like to swap through my wallet unless I'm farming for an airdrop. Why is this? Well, wallets generally seem to have the most fees, and therefore you will want to avoid this, because who wants to pay more fees when you can obviously find cheaper places such as Uniswap. But if by any chance you did want to, you would head into the swapping section. Here it's going to take you directly over to the MetaMask swapping feature. It does use an aggregator, which I'll show you another option later, but an aggregator in a nutshell enables you to find the best, fastest and cheapest swap rates. But of course, with a wallet, there are extra fees, so please bear that in mind. So all you would do is select the token up top you're selling. So say, for example, it was ETH. Down below is the token we're buying into. Once again, just the same old features. Just say Uniswap, for example. This time we're just going to swap any amount that you like. It could be $1, it could be $5. The choice is yours. If I just swap $5.92 into Uni, you hit that swap button, guys, and boom, you just have to confirm the transaction and you'll get the tokens. But here, like I was saying, guys, you can see the extra fees. Over on Uniswap, we were barely paying any fees. It was roughly 50% of the fees. Here is costing us $1.29 just to swap $5.84, give or take. Not really great, to be honest with you, and that's why I'm avoiding it. However, it is a convenient place to swap because it's directly in your wallet. That's option 2. Option 3, guys, is my favorite option, of which is going to be a decentralized exchange aggregator. And the one I'm mainly using at the moment is the Jumper exchange. Why is this? Because we've got an airdrop en route, and all you need to do is get yourselves logged in with an EVM compatible wallet, as you can see. And what this will do is, guys, this will utilize all of the best decentralized exchanges all into one place to find you the fastest, cheapest swap possible on the Ethereum or any network out there. So down below, guys, if we choose the Ethereum network, as you can see, I'm going to swap ETH. I'm now going to choose a token to swap into. Let's just say this time we wanted more Chainlink. Just as an example, guys, we're on the Ethereum network. This is a native swap. Again, I'm just going to choose an amount. This time, if I did, I don't know, 0.0035, roughly $13. Here, we're now going to see on the right-hand side a variety of different swaps that we can do on Jumper, of which we'll see that it aggregates from SushiSwap, Li-Fi, 1inch, Kyber Swap, and so on. But you'll see that it provides us with different rates, of which we can see this one will give us 0.67 link, this one 0.67449. Basically, they're all the same, guys, so it depends which one you want to do. If there is one which gives you more tokens, why wouldn't you do that? That's exactly what we want to do. This one down here on Kyber Swap gives us a little bit more, so it's exactly what I'm doing. Boom, we just wait for it to swap, guys, and that is exactly how to aggregate a swap on the Ethereum network to find the best rates possible. Voila, once we've done that, guys, that is the swapping in a nutshell. You know how to swap across the entire Ethereum network, you know how to find the best routes. This is exactly how it's done. What's the third stage of this video? Well, it's actually going to be bridging and cross-chain swapping. Why do I say this? Well, although Ethereum is a fantastic network, many people like to use their Ethereum tokens on other EVM compatible networks. And what do I mean by this? Well, if we just stay over on the Jumper exchange, here we're going to see that we've got our ETH tokens on the Ethereum mainnet. We can actually shift these tokens to any other network, guys, whether or not that is Solana, Binance Smart Chain, Arbitrum, Base, Blast, Avalanche, Polygon, Scroll, Optimism, Linear, ... You can see the huge selection I'm talking about. But if, for example, I wanted to get tokens over to the Sonium network, which is a layer 2 designed and built by Sony, which doesn't need any introduction, All you would do is, guys, you would choose the ETH token, for example. I could move tokens over to Sonium, so I could use the Sonium network, which is powered by ETH tokens. It's exactly the same, guys, but it's just a layer 2 network of which has cheaper fees and is much faster. It's entirely up to you if you wanted to do this, guys. This is just showing you how you can do it. If, for example, you wanted to move over $5, you could do so. You could choose any of these options, guys, and you'll see that we can now move over assets to Sonium to use the Sonium network using the Jumper exchange. You can use this with pretty much any bridge or any DEX aggregator out there, guys, as long as it's cross-chain compatible. So this is option 1. You can also utilize many other protocols. You can even utilize the MetaMask protocol, for example, which has its own bridge, which we can see over here. You would be able to bridge over tokens from, I don't know, Ethereum over to Linear, Base, Polygon, Arbitrum, whatever you want, guys. This is bridging in a nutshell, but we're going to leave it short and sweet because our main focus in this video is the Ethereum network. But that's just a quick tutorial on how to bridge and move tokens over to other networks. Next, stage 4 of this video, we're going to be moving on to NFTs. And in my personal opinion, there is only one place we want to use if we are going to be trading NFTs on the Ethereum network, and that is OpenSea. For many reasons. One, of course, because it is the oldest and the biggest crypto NFT marketplace in the entirety of Web3 and especially on Ethereum. And 2, because we've got the confirmed upcoming C token airdrop, of which we can all qualify for by getting points. And we have got a full airdrop tutorial on our YouTube channel. But of course, you're going to have to check that out in the description down below. However, once you're here, my friends, you want to get yourselves signed in. Once you're in, my friends, in the top right corner, you'll see that we've got ourselves logged in. We've got ourselves our assets and we've got ourselves our XP. If you haven't set up the profile, guys, you will need to check out our OpenSea airdrop tutorial, which will show you how to get set up. However, here, these are the rewards we're talking about, but we're not going to focus on this in this video. All we're going to do is, guys, we're going to head over to the Discover section, of which will show you all the NFTs in the entirety of OpenSea. But if you go up to the top, we can see that we can filter it down by the Ethereum network, and you're going to see all of the Ethereum network NFTs available. Whether or not that is a brand new NFT collection from an individual creator, or whether or not that is one of the biggest NFT collections out there, such as Pudgy Penguins, you can check it all out over on OpenSea. So for example, guys, if you wanted a Moonbirds NFT, there's some down here. If you wanted to filter it down by gaming NFTs or art NFTs or PFPs or memberships or music, you can do so. If not, you can go to the NFT section on the left hand side, and here, once again, you can filter it down even better. If we did Ethereum, we check that we've got Pudgy Penguins, CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club. Well without our budget range. I'm not spending $57,000 on an NFT. I'm not crazy. Even if I had $10 billion in the bank, I doubt I'd buy one. But maybe I'm missing out, maybe I'm not, who knows. However, guys, if you wanted to filter it down by the cheapest one, you could filter it down by floor price, whatever you want to do. If, for example, it was by collection, you can do that. But let's just say, guys, we just picked out a random one just so we can show you how to get an NFT of any kind. Down below, you can see any of the selection, guys. It depends on how much you're willing to spend. Of course, this is just a tutorial, so you might not want to buy any NFT, but it all works the same. It doesn't matter what NFT you're looking for, you can get them, guys. So scrolling down, I'm just trying to find a cheap one just as a tutorial. They all seem to be within the hundreds or even thousands of dollars, which is absolutely mental. But eventually I'll scroll down and I'll see this one, for example, Parallel Alpha. If I just wanted to get one of these, I can get this Pirate Junker. If I want to check it out, guys, whatever. But I can very simply either A, make an offer if I want to buy it for a cheaper price and the guy will accept it, or B, I can simply buy it straight away for $1.44 before the timing runs out in 2 months. I'm going to quickly do it, guys. You can see that you can either use card or MetaMask, entirely up to you. I'm going to very simply spend $1.44, and that is how quick, easy, and cheap it is to get. That's how to buy an NFT. Now, if you've got your NFT and you want to get rid of it or you want to sell it for profit, let me show you how to do so. Once it's over and once we've got the NFT in our wallet, as you can see, congrats, we've got it. We're now going to go up into the top right. We're now going to head over into our portfolio and we can see that we've got this NFT. We now want to head over to where it says list item. Here, guys, we now want to choose an amount that we want to sell it for. So we know how much we got it for. We can either choose the same amount, but remember, you're going to have to pay for some fees and therefore you might lose out. So if you wanted to make a profit, just put a little bit more. It could be very simply just 40 cents more or even 80 cents more. The choice is yours. I'm just going to do it for a month for around $1.65 and boom, you just confirm it. And that would be how to list your NFT so someone else could buy it. So simple and so easy. Guys, that is stage 4 of this video. That is the NFT section. Up for the next stage, we are now going to be focusing on passive income. And the first section of passive income we want to focus on is staking or liquid staking. And the most popular and my also favorite place to liquid stake tokens on the Ethereum network is Lido. And we've got a tutorial on how to use this on our YouTube channel, and you can check that out in the description down below. However, this is just a quick tutorial on how you can stake Ethereum tokens without any lockup, and you can earn yourself 2.8% APR on top of your ETH tokens to earn more yield. So this is going to generate you passive income in the background while you're hodling ETH tokens. It's just going to be known as staked ETH instead, also known as ST-ETH. If you want to do this, guys, it's completely optional, but this is how to earn passive income. So we're going to head over to the staking section. Now we're going to very simply get ourselves logged in with the same account that we've been using the entire video. Once we're here, guys, we're now going to choose an amount of ETH that we want to deposit into liquid staked tokens. So if I, for example, choose, I don't know, 0.0016, it could be just a few dollars worth. This is just a guide. Remember that, guys. I'm now going to hit that stake button, and we're now going to see our tokens turn into staked ETH tokens, of which will now generate passive income in the background. Absolutely fantastic and absolutely easy. Anyone can do it, anyone can hodl it, and anyone can sell it. So simple. Now, I'll show you how to sell it in just a second. You have two options. First option is to either A, go over to the withdrawals, of which you can either A, use the Lido feature, which is 1-to-1 rate, and you'll get all of the tokens that you've just deposited back into the exact amount. However, the waiting time is 18 days. Or you can use a decentralized exchange, of which you can swap directly back into your tokens, but you'll lose a slight fractional amount of your ETH tokens just for swapping from staked ETH into ETH. It will take around 1 to 5 minutes instead, but of course it's entirely up to you. So if you did go over to a decentralized exchange, you could head back over to Uniswap, you could head back over to an aggregator such as Jumper. Next, all you're going to do is very simply head over to the ETH network. You're going to very simply find your staked ETH tokens. You're going to now choose a token to swap into. It could be back into ETH or whatever you want. You just hit the max button, guys, and as you can see, we've got the different rates and options of which we can choose. You'd review your swap, start swapping, and you are good to go. Guys, that's exactly how it's done and how you stake tokens. If you want a full deep dive, like I said, you can check it out on our YouTube channel, where we show you how to use your staked tokens to also generate more yield in other DeFi protocols. But leave that for another time. We're now going to move on to the next stage of passive income within this video, and that is through liquidity pools. Liquidity pools are what enable people to swap on decentralized exchanges. So for example, we are now over on Uniswap, and you know that we were swapping tokens earlier on this platform, and the only way we were able to do that is from people providing liquidity. So up in the top left, guys, we can see pools, and we can see down below the amount of positions that I've already opened, some of which are still open down below. So you can see ETH to USDT 0, X, Y, and Z. I'm providing liquidity on a variety of different networks because I am generating yield and I'm trying to qualify for airdrops as well. However, you'll see that I've earned rewards from the Uniswap decentralized exchange. I know it's not that much, but I'm also earning rewards from each and every pool. So you can see this $32.84 has earned me $1.42. Down below, 9 cents, 17 cents, 89 cents, 43 cents, X, Y, and Z. I know it's not that much, guys, but these are just tutorials of which I've been using on the Alt Crypto Talk YouTube channel. And therefore, if I was to have deposited more, we would have seen more rewards in the earnings section. But let's leave it at that, guys, because it's just a tutorial. And if you were interested in providing liquidity, all you're going to do is head over to the right-hand side. And as you can see pools with rewards. You can see explore Unichain pools, and you can see top pools by TVL, X, Y, and Z. We want to head over to the explore more pools. Once we're here, guys, as you can see, we've got the little network option up top, which we want to filter down to Ethereum because that's the network we're focusing on. If you want to use another network, you can replicate it exactly how I'm doing. But now, guys, we want to see that we've got different liquidity pools with different TVLs. For example, if we to filter it down, we can see WISE to ETH, wrap Bitcoin to ETH, USDC to ETH, wrap Bitcoin to USDC, X, Y, and Z. If, for example, I was to choose USDC to ETH, here, guys, we just need to know that we've got USDC tokens and ETH tokens. If you haven't got both tokens, you head over to the swapping section, get yourself some USDC, of which I'm just going to do here. It could literally be just $1, guys, because this is just a guide. Remember that we are not financial advisors. We do not give any financial advice. You must always use a burner wallet for extra security and always conduct your own research. However, as you can see, I've got my tokens. Once you've got your USDC and you've got your ETH tokens, we're now going to very simply continue with the steps, of which which is now going to be heading to the add liquidity section. We're now going to very simply choose our fee tier. I personally believe the fee tier of 0.05% is best for this one because it's got the majority of the TVL. However, you can also do this other one where you earn more fees, which is 0.3% and also has a 27.26 million TVL. Whatever you want, guys, you would just hit that option of which you want to choose. Next, we're going to choose an amount. So if I was to choose the maximum USDC, for example, you can see automatically it's going to balance out the amount of Ethereum that we need as well. You would just hit review, and guys, that is exactly how to provide liquidity on the Uniswap decentralized exchange and basically on any decentralized exchange out there. This is exactly how you replicate it, and then all you would do is head over to your pools. It might take a few seconds to load up. However, you will see your pools down below, and then you'll be able to withdraw them at any given time just by selecting them or claiming the rewards at any given time. You can see add liquidity if you want to add more, remove if you want to take it out, and collect fees if you're ready to collect the fees that you've been harnessing. However, guys, that is liquidity pools in a section, and that is another stream of passive income that you can earn on Ethereum. Up next, we've also got borrowing and lending. And personally, guys, the best place to do it on the Ethereum network, which I believe is the best, obviously I'm not a financial advisor, but this is Aave. And Aave is probably the most popular DeFi protocol in the entirety of Web3 when it comes to borrowing and lending. Guys, honestly, they've got hundreds of billions of dollars in volume. Their TVL is absolutely fantastic. All we're going to do is head over to their application. We're going to get ourselves logged in. Same wallet that we've been using the entire time. If you want to change it up, it's entirely up to you. Next, we want to confirm that we're on the Ethereum network, which will be known as Core if you're on Aave. Next, you can see that we've got many other networks. So if you wanted to do that, by all means, the choice is yours. However, now that we're here, guys, we're on the dashboard, we're on the Ethereum mainnet. We haven't supplied any assets on the Ethereum mainnet, but down below, we can see all the assets we can supply. We can supply ETH, Link, USDC, wrapped ETH, WEETH, USDT, wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped staked ETH. But the one thing that you want to look out for is how much APY that you'll be earning. So you can see, guys, that if we provide Ethereum tokens, we'll earn 6.41% APY. For Link, it's under 0.01%. So who'd want to do that? Me personally, I wouldn't. USDC provides a nice solid 3.81%, not bad whatsoever. And you can see down below. It's entirely up to you. But let's just say, for example, we wanted to earn 6.41% on top of our ETH tokens. I'm going to supply it. I'm now going to choose an amount, guys, just as a tutorial. Remember, this isn't much. I know this is just a guide, so I'm only doing small amounts. I'm doing around $3. This is going to generate me a small amount of passive income while I wait for Ethereum to hit that $10,000 price point, or hopefully, fingers crossed anyway, we're all hoping for that. Probably a bit of a far fetch, but who knows, guys. This bull run could do us wonders. However, that is not the focus of this video. We know that we're just trying to provide assets on the Aave protocol to earn passive income. And that's exactly what I've done, guys, with literally just 2 or 3 clicks. It's so simple, it's so easy. And that is 3 options of which you can use to earn passive income on the Ethereum network. Either providing liquidity, either staking, or of course borrowing and lending, which we have just lent out our assets for other users to use, rewarding us 6.41% APY. Guys, there are 2 more things we're going to show you in this video, and the next thing on the list is stage 5, and those are meme coins. And what I mean by this, guys, is for those who are looking to buy, trade, or find meme coins, all you're going to need is a few tools. And first one, guys, is we're going to be using CoinMarketCap as an example. This is for beginners who are literally just starting out. If, for example, you head over to the meme section and you found yourself a meme coin on the Ethereum network that you like, I don't know, you found Shiba Inu, Pepe, or whatever it was. Let's just say it was Pepe. All you're going to do is you're going to very simply head over to the left. You're going to see yourself an address. This address you're going to take over to, for example, Uniswap, where you would go over to the trading section. And here, guys, you're going to now choose the ETH token up top on the ETH mainnet, of course. Next, down below, we're going to choose our token. We're going to search for Pepe, which you'll see right above. We've got $45 already worth. But if you wanted to swap more, that's exactly how you do it. That's how to find meme coins over on CoinMarketCap. Take them over to Uniswap decentralized exchange, for example, to swap and get your hands on. If you didn't do that and you found your meme coins over on DEXs app, here, guys, you can go over to the Ethereum section if you found a token. By any means necessary, I'm not telling you to get any of them, but let's just say we picked out a random one. Let's say it was this block one. You would go over to the right hand side. You do all your research first, of course, if you wanted to do all of that. Scroll down, we're going to get the address so we can then very simply swap it. So you'd go over to Uniswap, once again, head over to the token down below, I'm going to paste it, and you'll see that we've got the token of which will come up. Of course, proceed with caution, guys, whenever trading meme coins, especially ones found over on DEX Screener or crazy platforms such as Pump Fun. We're not going to be trading those in those videos, guys, but please proceed with caution. Meme coins and cryptocurrencies in general come with crazy risks, so please conduct your own research and heavy research. Nonetheless, guys, we could go into so much more on meme coins, but if you would like a full deep dive on how to find, on how to do some security checks on meme coins, let us know in the comment section down below and we'd be more than happy to help you. But we've got some guides on our YouTube channel which will help with that anyway, and we'll leave that in the description down below. But moving on to the last and final section, guys, of what we want to show you on the Ethereum network. Well, that is going to be our airdrops playlist, of which you can check out on our YouTube channel, of which has many airdrop tutorials, not even in the Ethereum network, but ranging from many different networks and ecosystems. However, some of these protocols will help you to use the Ethereum network to qualify for airdrops. So for example, OpenSea is the NFT marketplace that we were using on Ethereum. If you use your ETH tokens on OpenSea, guys, you can get yourself an airdrop just by following this guide. Check out other crypto airdrop tutorials on this playlist, guys, because you'll be able to use your ETH tokens to qualify for other airdrops in order to earn rewards. It's entirely up to you, guys, but this is the best place, in my personal opinion, to get started with crypto airdrops, because we've got so many here, even a 20-in-1 airdrop tutorial. We've even got test network airdrop tutorials, of which you can do completely for free. So by all means, have fun, check over our crypto airdrop tutorials playlist. And my friends, we hope you've enjoyed this video. We hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let us know in the comment section down below. But we look forward to seeing you in the next video.